What makes door-to-door canvassing successful? Imagine walking through neighborhoods, knocking on doors, and having real conversations with voters. This direct contact can truly change the game for campaigns. When you meet voters face-to-face, your message sticks better, feels more personal, and builds trust. That's why door-to-door canvassing works so well. It's not just about handing out flyers. It's about creating a connection that motivates people to act. One key to success is personal interaction. When canvassers talk directly with voters, they can answer questions, listen to concerns, and tailor their message. This makes voters feel heard and respected. Studies show that this kind of engagement can boost voter turnout by about 7 to 9 percentage points. That's a big difference in an election. Another factor is focusing on specific neighborhoods or groups. Canvassers often target areas where they know voters are more likely to support their cause. This targeted approach makes the most of limited resources. Volunteers can cover assigned blocks thoroughly, making sure no one is missed. It also helps build relationships within communities, which can lead to more support over time. Volunteer involvement is also a big part of success. Volunteers tend to be passionate and motivated to get out the vote. They often focus on encouraging people to go to the polls rather than persuading them to change their minds. This is especially important in grassroots organizing, where mobilizing supporters is the main goal. Volunteers can reach voters who might not respond to other forms of outreach. Cost-effectiveness matters too. While paying staff or volunteers costs money, the cost per new vote can be quite low, sometimes around $15 per vote. That makes door-to-door canvassing a smart investment, especially for campaigns with tight budgets. The way the message is delivered also makes a difference. When canvassers speak in a conversational, urgent tone, voters are more likely to listen and act. Phone calls or mailings often don't have the same impact because they lack that personal touch. Matching canvassers to the community's language, culture, or ethnicity can improve trust and communication. When voters see someone who understands their background, they're more likely to engage positively. This approach makes outreach more effective and respectful. Most importantly, the main goal of door-to-door canvassing is to get voters to show up and cast their ballots. It's less about convincing them to change their minds and more about making sure they follow through. This focus on mobilization aligns perfectly with campaign goals of increasing turnout and support. From a campaign and fundraising perspective, door-to-door canvassing is a powerful tool. It helps build grassroots support, connects with voters personally, and can even identify potential donors. When canvassers meet voters, they can ask about contributions or volunteer work, strengthening campaign networks. In the end, success comes from making voters feel valued and heard. When people trust the campaign and see it cares about their concerns, they're more likely to support it with their vote and their resources. That's why door-to-door canvassing remains one of the most effective ways to engage voters and grow a campaign's base.